Hey folks, welcome to, well, the Steam announcements area of my desktop. So yeah, I'd I'd like to talk about the new mechanics. Like I'd love to talk about the new Faction Warfare Starcaster. I'd love to talk about um, the new Homefront stuff. I'd like to talk about the impact of the LP taxing corporations could do now. I'd love to talk about a lot of stuff they introduced, um, like the Tech 2 dreadnoughts, and I'd like to look at the impact that the faction navy battle cruisers and frigates and stuff have added to the game. Just haven't been playing. I've been merely maintaining my Omega status in order to, well, in order to keep the ability to come back to the game open for my 6 Omegas, and to also sponsor a gate in UedamaScout, and that's pretty much my entire motivation. I'm currently in the middle of a 4-day holiday, and I took advantage of the 10-day for 10 plex deal to get 10 pilots going on a fob, and that's the optimal. So I'm up to 7 billion right now. It's taken me what? Give me a sec. I'll load up my guys. It's most likely gonna lag my machine. I've got a potato machine. This is just a short update, just to let you know. But what I do know, what I can say, is that this FanFest announcement for that sports stadium, well, they can't use the old venue. It can only hold like 1,500. This venue that they've used a few times, it can hold a maximum 5,000 seated, and they claim to have give me a sec. Where did I put it? Oh, right. They claim to have doubled the size of the event area. Well, they literally cannot do anything but buy more space in the main hangar, kind of thing. I'll show you a few images here. So this is Harpa, right? I'm assuming it's nearer to the city center. It can only house, like I said, 1,500. And this, I'm sure we've all seen this previously in other keynotes. This is looking at the hangar. I'm sure it's not called a hangar, just a concert area. But they probably just hire. You can rent half of it, and you can rent all of it. So I think you just rented all of it to get the maximum. If they sold out their tickets, I don't think they would have had 5,000 tickets, but they might have. It's possible. I mean, why not? So what are we going to get for the price tag of, let's check it out. What's the prices? What, 250 or something? Is it American? 250 American? Uh-oh. Just worried I might get hit by a copyright thing. RealX is copywriting stuff. Can't really... it's nice when you're making YouTube creator stuff and you can have a bunch of Eve songs in it. You're not getting hit by, oh, we're doing a copyright warning on you. It's not a strike. It's just like, oh, you can't monetize and stuff like that. So it's like I will never be able to monetize. Don't worry about it. I'm not even concerned about it. My market is too niche here I am talking about the size of the venue, and like people are like, so. But for those who like mechanics and that hopefully think a little bit like me, it's kind of interesting. So this is Harpa, and this is the conference center. They'll have it. This was last year, and again this year. So this is kind of this right here. You're looking at right here is exactly here. So this block and those gates right there, and this, it's not in the image right here, but it's listed, so it goes out here, right? So this can house up to 5,000. If they doubled the venue, that means that they just rented the entire space, not just half of it, because otherwise, I mean, you know, sold out. They could have held it at Harpa. So that tells you something. The way they worded it is kind of lame, though. Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's sold out, and sheer fun and scope, and it's like, and wait, it's just because you have a record number of fans that are coming to the Fan Fest, number of capsulars, number of players that are coming to your Fan Fest after 20 years, and all you can see is money. It's like, could you just name them fans? Like, they're not capsuleers. They're not going in-game. They're going as human beings, and they're going to your city, your country, and you just don't even have the imagination to call them something respectable, you know, with respect. This has always been so transparently arrogant from day one, when they just refused to say, you know, loyal players, customers, nothing. It's always been this idiotic adjective in front of capsuleers, and it's just like, why are you going to this place to be disrespected? Remember last time? Fucking Hillmar was like, oh, yes, we're totally not ever gonna do NFTs. And then the cheers die down, and he says, yet. And it's like, Jesus. Yeah. It's just, I mean, just think of the worst managerial leadership environment. A totally toxic, full of lies, full of bullshit, full of passive aggressive, full of vindictiveness, full of not clearing the air, full of dog eat dog. And that's CCP to a T. And you just, like a friend said, this game improves by fluke more than anything. And yeah, I mean, there might be really good engineers, programmers. Hopefully I didn't insult anyone. But yeah, I mean, there could be developers there always have been, that have improved the game in such a way that the incompetent ones can't screw it up. They try, but they, you know. So I'd love to be able to talk about the new stuff. I just don't give a damn. I mean, I love mining. I've always loved mining. And the bits of the game that I tried to make mine and play it that way just have been crippled by CCP, and making billions in the game, exploiting this idiotic, like, I get 300 million every for 15 minutes of work. It took a while, like, it took many years to get to an advanced understanding of being able to do this, like, completely easily. Not without its risks, of course, but it's like, okay, this is great. I've spent 2 years doing something that isn't mining. I mean, people can say sitting at a gate is kind of like mining, or shooting up wells is kind of like mining, or camping a station hoping Care Bear comes out, you can blow him up in lowsec, or any number of potentially blue-balled events that you're waiting around, nothing happens, is kind of like mining. You're sitting around doing nothing, boring, doing probably the most boring thing most people talk about Eve to do, and I love it. It's just, you know, it's why I play games. Hell, I was doing mining in RuneScape, for Christ's sake. Well, not for very long, but maybe a month tops. Okay, maybe a week. But yeah, I love mining. Any game I play was like, ooh, I don't know why. I've never played WoW, so I've never mined in that game. Can you mine in that game? Anyways, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I could. It's interesting, but when I get into mining, that's where I get my enjoyment. And I got no reason to be interested in other things in the game. Why should I? If the thing I play games for, like this kind of game for, is mining, it's just like, at this point, it's just paying the bills, literally. So, where is it? Social corporation. Not wars anymore, right? No. Corp. Kill reports. There we go. And the main one. All right. Kill reports show kills. So I have done. I've killed. Okay. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, well, 21 over. What, 2 days? 2 full days. So 48 hours, I've done 21. And 21 times 300 million is, yeah, just over 6 billion in 2 days. And I can do that consistently every day if I wanted to, if I timed it right. Well, not at peak times, but if I did that consistently, I could make a lot of iskies consistently. But it's like, it's not my cup of tea, and it just feels like I have not got used to the utter utter silliness of being able to make so much ISK repeatedly, dependably, for little to no now risk or effort. I mean, I got a patterns down, I know what to do. It's just like you go through the motions, and it's like, why am I getting so much ISK? It just makes zero sense. It's like you'd have to sweat your balls off on a lot of moons, running from each different moon to moon, mining the ore, or I would have no idea how to do this safely otherwise to get this much iskies. I mean, I'm sure some people could do it. I wouldn't have the stomach to do what we see a lot of people do in like Shuria. There's a guy who just multi-boxes level 4 mission. What the hell's the golems? He'll run golems, like at least 16 golems at once, and it's like mind-boggling. And I'm sure he makes a lot, but let's see, 6 billion. Well, yeah, let's go 48 hours, 6 billion, right? So 6.5 billion. I don't know, let's. All right. Okay, 6 billion divided by, so that's 48 hours, divided by 60, so this is every minute. So every minute of each hour, including offline time, is I'm making 2 million a minute. per hour, I'm making 125 million per hour. That makes 0 cents. Really? Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's per hour. And that's me 24/7 for 2 days. Jesus. Like, I knew it was insane. I just didn't realize how insane it was. Yeah, I'm making 125 million isk per hour, 24 2, or 23 2. Or no, let's go with it, 24 2. I mean, just what the hell? It just boggles the mind. I mean, they're not even bothering to. It's not even a blip on CCP's radar with the income faucets, because stuff in nullsec is just obscene, right? Or I'm sure in wormhole space and abyssal, this is obscene, but it's like, it's not instances. We're not doing instances. We are the the fob community, the pirate journal community, can only kill a certain number of fobs in the universe. They'll respawn elsewhere, but it's not instanced, right? We can do it constantly, and they're annoying for Upworld users, so it's a service we're providing for free, which I've always done. I mean, how can you beat the income? Like, there's no. Can we have a donation for this? Like, screw off. You're getting it directly into your wallet. But it's like, it's amazing, isn't it? And yeah, and this is what pays the bills. I mean, 125 million per hour every hour. God. But you know what? I would give it all up just to mine ice in lowsec. And to be able to have warp core stabs enough to at least escape a faction scram by a freaking covert ops bomber with 6 of his buddies all drooling in their Blops battleship, like 10 light years away, right? I mean, that's a risk you take. And they give up and go away, or log off and try it again later in the same. Yeah, they'll just log off in the belt. They've got, they got alts. They'll go elsewhere. But yeah, this shit is boring. I could do it a lot, just like you can mine ice all over the place. But I don't want to mine ice in high sec. It's soul crushing. And now you can't bump orcas effectively. Or it's just become, oh, a bunch of idiots with their multi-boxing stuff, not paying attention to the local, not giving a crap, and just sucking the field dry with idiotic names. And it's just like, I don't feel immersed in this. So I get bored and fall asleep or go. It's just, yeah. But it's fun, and I do it on a daily basis. I could do it on a daily basis, and it would be hella fun, and I'd love it. I'd hide a lot. I wouldn't be able to make a lot of ISK, but it would be fun, and I'd enjoy it. This I do once a month. Like, this will be it for the month. I'll get my fill, and I'll like, Jesus, this is obscene. Like, why am I making so much ISK? Because it's just stupid. And CCP doesn't care because it's like I said, a blip on their faucet radar. It just feels so cheaty. It's fun. I can, you can bring other people into the fold, and you're not impacted financially. Like if you invited them to mine in your your moon field, or if you invited them to mine in the ice field. Not so much there, because ice pretty much is guaranteed to respawn pretty fast, so it's not a huge hit there. But it's always like, it's a zero sum game sometimes. And do you really want to share with too many people? Well, lowsec ice you can, but you get too many people, it just attracts, you know? So you gotta make yourself a hard target. And this, piece of cake. It's like, what the hell? Like, I wonder, like, I'm sure incursions are a lot more risky. Like, the gankers know which choke points to camp, and the rats, I'm assuming, even after so many years, are still semi unpredictable in the targeting. So you could make mistakes and lose something, but pretty sure everybody's like well versed in how to make iskies off that. I don't know how much they can make in 15 minutes. It might be 300 million. I'm not sure. But yeah, they have to travel, and it's always going on. So good them. I've never done it myself. Has there been any announcements about the keynotes? Well, if you look at the past keynotes, the promises they made, like, there's some cool stuff. I mean, the air program and the home front and the Upwell skins and all that, the LP sharing and the chip casters and the whole change of the faction warfare. That was awesome. I mean, credit where credit is due. It's just none of that is why I play Eve. And don't beat yourself up for, or don't let the trolls get you down. Oh, you haven't played any of this game. You've played a small part. You don't know how cool this game is. Why are you complaining? It's like, because we can only play, like, why would we want to play everything, including the bits that aren't our playstyle, in order to have a view of what we want a game to be like? And although some parts of the game, if we'd explored it, we might enjoy it, I hate wormhole space, and I hate nullsec. Both are nomadic existences, and I hate abyssal because it's an instant, and you're never. It's just, you might see the same landscape again in game, but it's still an instance. But yeah, I'm sure. Say if I got into home fronts, maybe I would really enjoy that. I just haven't tried it. But for me, I like mining, and to have it gutted so badly is, yeah, I have the right to not like the game because of a certain aspect of it. I expect CCP to at least try to improve. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, it was a big letdown, that scarcity thing, when they were like, we're bored. It was just shocking. Yeah, I'm sure I talk way too much, but yeah, those are my thoughts. Going forward, well, I'll continue to punk out fobs during my weekend, and then go back to work on Tuesday. So I don't have much time. I've got today and Monday, pretty much. So I got 2 more days, and hopefully I'll bang out some more. I've got to do my skill farming and get 4,100 plex to UedamaScout. And that costs, like, what is it up to? What's plex up to these days? What's plex price up to? Like, it always blows me away how useful skill farming still is. And since they did that whole, I forget what they did, but it made the prices of extractors less than half, just slightly, of injectors. So you can actually squeak by and not have to have any more than the minimum seed money to get that first extractor going, right? So that's pretty cool. But let's check out plex prices and go away. Jesus. So how do you just let's move the icon because we're bored. So it was perfectly freaking fine there in its original spot. All right, 4.9. Oh wow. Though it's really refusing to go down. Like ever since the 33% price hike, the happy spot has never of 2.5 million per plex has never been reached. But there are a lot of reasons why it's still high, and CCP's greed is just like, oh, let's try to plug that plex a little bit more, get it, keep it high, right? So I'm sure this is not plex's happy spot, happy place. I'm pretty sure 2.5 is its happy spot, even still. I mean, it's been this way since the beginning of time, right? Even before they split it into, 500 instead of just a quote unquote plex, right? It was just an individual item. All right. So 5. So 4,100 times. Is, so I need 20 billion. So 20 billion. Sorry, my brain's farting. 20 billion for. There we go. Oh, only 2,100. Oh. Why was I think I need? I suck at math. Lol. Everybody's like, wait for it. Yeah, I found out. So I could do 12 months mega. 36. No, I think I can only afford like 21. Like, what do we got right now? I've got like, I would need, how much do I literally need? Give me a sec. How much do I literally need? I have. Yeah, I was so excited last time I was doing skill farming because of that great deal for extractors. And I was like, I have months and months of. Yeah, no, you only had like a month and a half of extractors, you silly bastard. That's me. Suck at math. Alright, so I have how many? 16 extractors? Okay, it's 16 extractors. I need 24. So I need 8 extractors, and they are going for what, 450 million each. Derp. What happens when you have 10 accounts? What? 20. So 8 times 420. 3 billion. So I've got way more than enough, but I probably don't have enough for, 3,600 plex. We could try. 16. Let's check it out. Could I get away with it? I probably can't. Skill trading, skill, and oh, yeah, it's close, isn't it? Okay, so price history. How are we doing here? Ooh, price drop, but that was since June. Huh. Interesting. Wow, look at that. This is a low point. How are the extractors? The extractors looking exactly the same? Kind of. All right. Right then. If I sold to buyers 832, 3 times, what is it, 5%? Something like, less, I'm sure, but okay, times, I'd have 24, I'd have 24 injectors. That would mean I would have 20 million. But I'm lacking 8. But I got enough to buy 8. Okay. So remember, this isn't like, woo, money, free money. No, this is like, I had to actually purchase these. No. I need 8 more, 24. So I get 21 plex out of that. 21 billion plex. And that is worth, yeah, it's not going to be, I won't, well, I don't know. Wait. How many plex can I buy? Yeah, well, I can do it. All right. I can definitely do. So minus 3. So I can do a year for UedamaScout, and I'd have enough for an emergency 1 month Omega for an account if I need it. But I told him in an email that I had enough to just look, November. Yeah, a year's for. I know it took a while to get to a realization I could do this. Freaking do it right now. Screw it. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I need that. Everybody's at Jita? Yeah. Move my temporary omegas into my second monitor. And now it starts to whine. Computer fan going, too much happening. All right, let's close this down. Just any extraneous doodads. I'd like to get some music up while I do this. Alright, let's rock. Get up, Evo preview. Okay. Actually, I'll have had 800, thanks to that gift for the alliance thing. So I need 8. Eight. 3.3 billion. Uh-oh, ran out of water. That's not good. Okay, I need 3 billion. La la la. It's funny that we can send cash from corp to corp, huh? It's just like, eh. How much do I have left? Okay, I've just gave half my, basically, so that was 1 day's worth of punking fobs. It's mind-boggling. Like, how much is 36? P game store. Okay, never mind. Game online store. Buy plex. How much is that? Wow, that's over $125. Son of a... That's hilarious. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it, right? But that's like... That's a year's worth. Wow. Really? It's insane. What am I doing? I should be selfish. Sorry, folks. If I was selfish, I'd be a trillionaire in Eve by now. A multi-trillionaire. Ooh, what's this do? Poke. Yeah, that's definitely not me. Yeah, there was an interesting quote by a conservative. I researched the guy because it was like, oh, that's a really good quote. And I was like, oh, wait, he didn't actually mean it in a good way. It's like his quote was, and he was around the time of, you know, the 60s and stuff. And he was like, his quote went, if you want to help other people, tell the truth. If you want to help yourself, tell people what they want to hear. And I definitely the first. He was unfortunately definitely the second. But hey, I mean, you know, I mean, he wasn't an evil person. He didn't hurt anybody, but supported a hateful economy. But I'm not completely anti-capitalist. You know, I love Nick Hanauer and all that stuff. And there's a lot of angry people at billionaires right now, and the tax rates they're getting away with. But, you know, I mean, it doesn't mean we have to go full fucking Soviet Union. Excuse me, language. That'd be just dumb. Alright, anyways, what was it doing? Besides boring the hell out of you guys. Yeah, my coworkers totally agree that I am pedantic. They're like, what's pedantic? And they're, oh yeah, that totally fits. Yeah. Alright. skill farming, good. In skill farming, deposit disk. 3. Huh, that was it. No. There we go. And deposit disk. 71. Oh, okay. Whoops. Teehee. Yeah, you forget how much money that is. You're like, yeah, I'll whip 70 million out of my petty cash. Oops. Yeah, I forget how much ISK this is. I mean, see, to me, if I mined, I'd know how much ISK this is. But it's still surreal to me that I spend 15 minutes at something just poking at it and pop, and my wallet fills with 300 million. It's just, or usually in the past it was 240 million, right? But still, it's like 250,000 every 15 minutes for basically me for 15 minutes. What the hell? And ice doesn't pop in 15 minutes, especially the way I do it. So, yeah, bizarre, surreal, trippy. I wish you could like customize what takes precedent when you open your game or log in. I really do. That would be, but I mean, honestly, we're just so used to it. I have 100 million on me. All right, here we go, and sounds good to me. All right. Okay. Now then, let's quickly check, you know, before I get excited and purchase a year's worth for Buddy. Let's just check. Okay, that's September 25th. That's a month from now. Easily done. 25th. Okay, a month from now. Easily done. I've actually been training even longer. Like, I've been putting in a lot of training into some other skill while I've been procrastinating doing this. So I'll definitely be able to do that as long as not more than 3 need pumping up. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, that's great. Okay, so I'm pretty sure all I need to do is pump up 3, and I can squeak by on that. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, no worries. And hey, why the hell not? Yeah, I could 1, 2, 3, and that costs like 1,500, easily done in a month for emergency boost, and then, you know, Bob's your ankle, you can totally extend that. So, but yeah, and now I don't have to worry about UedamaScout for an entire freaking year. So, well, 8 months. I'm kind of behind on my support for him. Or maybe not. I don't know. Haven't a clue. We'll see. I'm sure he'll let me know. So 16 corporate deliveries. Give me them at 8. Thank you. Get them traded out before I do something stupid. Freaking. Remember when you used to like open a new one and it would open that one? I know, right? Thanks, CCP. Thanks, Obama. It's, and why wouldn't they? It just blows me away, the stupidity. It's like, oops, well, who cares? You know, it's like, hey, you're doing something stupid. Like, people expect this to open when you open a new window into, like, Windows, and even Windows can do it properly. So if Windows can do it properly, why the hell can't you? It's pretty retarded. Sorry for being offensive. What do they say? Diverse abilities now. Yeah. How ableist is that? Diverse abilities. Like, that's a good thing to say. Like, I know mentally handicapped people, mentally challenged people, on the spectrum, developmentally disabled, whatever. And they do a better job at their job than a lot of the other coworkers around them. So to say they have diverse abilities is ableist at best. Yeah, but the drive for euphemisms, yeah, shell shock, battle fatigue, PTSD, and what the hell is next, right? Yeah, I'm a big fan of crap, what's his name? Comedian who died. Jesus. Not Robin Williams, but the sarcastic guy. I think it's not. I want to say. No, whatever. You know the guy I'm talking about, if you have any sense. Okay, Research Project Management. That's the one I'm doing. Extract skill. Thank you. Go away. God, it's so annoying. You have to be careful when you're first doing this. You can get totally numbed by the repetition of it, and you can do some damage by accidentally, when you sell your injectors and then buy extractors. You have to be careful of selling your extractors and buying injectors by accident. I've done it once. You're gonna do it. You'd be like, what's his problem? Oh shit, he's right. it's yeah, it's the way of the interface. Just accept it. All right. Now, I'm training something else, so I don't. They're actually both rank 8, and is this? No, I think it doesn't use the same attributes though. Intelligence, memory, and whereas Research Project Management is actually charisma, I believe. So I wasn't. I should have realized that. Mea culpa. I should have been careful about that because I wasn't actually taking advantage of my implants and skill attribute mapping, which is really dumb of me. But yeah. There's no saves coming in this game. So you make a mistake, derp. Alright. Derp. But hey, at least I was training skills, but kind of wish I'd been... I kind of wish I'd been training my mains instead of grinding a useless skill, but... Wow. How much? Wait. I am training at a speed of... Nope. I'm training at a speed of 45 skill points per minute. What was I training this at? Oh, cringe. Oh, super cringe. What, 50% less? Okay, so it's not half. So it's not super cringe. It's not vomit inducing. Okay, alright. Damn it. But it's like most of my, like, I'm happy with the skill set I have. I'm happy not training my mains because they have, geez, I mean, I could max up my capital ship skills, but I have rarely gone to combat with my capitals. I've got them, but it's like, I like mining, so if somebody wants to go in a battle, it's usually subcaps with the stuff I deal with. I have an opportunity now to do it, and I've got the skill set to do it, and I've got the videos to teach me how to do it properly, but it's just, yeah. All right. Anyways, where was I? Right. La la da, la da. I wish you could do next. That'd be great. But oh, yeah, low priority, like 1 on the scale of 10. Like, this game is supposed to be like a screensaver built-in chat function, and it used to be a lot more clicky intensive and a lot more less convenient. But over the years, CCP has realized, okay, this game has got longevity. We don't need to be punishing about the red tape involved in getting stuff done. Because, you know, I mean, you want to keep these people logged in so you can get a record number of what is it? DAU, daily activity usage thing, and monthly activity usage. But they've got millions of ways of pumping that up artificially now, so they just, you know, it's nice when they give us little things to make our lives easier. Right? We would profit a lot by having a lot more little things fixed, or big things fixed, than having, oh, shiny! You know, it's like, Jesus Christ. Alright. La 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 la. Hopefully I can talk and do something at the same time. And bye-bye. I love this lead current ship. That's pretty cool, huh? Especially with the automated clone jumping thing. Now you don't have to go through that rigmarole. That kind of little thing. That's cool. Whoever thought that up, thank you. But it also would be nice to go back to the old way where your inventory panels were closed automatically, so you could reopen them without having the double inventory happen when you jump. When you go from Upwell to NPC and back, right? Or vice versa, sorry, not back. Yeah, it was kind of silly before, but I'd rather have that than the broken system, even more broken system we have now. And I'm not even sure if they're aware. They're like, we fixed it for you, yay! Pat on back, go to pub, get wasted. I wonder how many of these devs, like the long-term devs, are like total alcoholics. Do. Yeah, I suppose I could have been training on my suicide alt characters. But oh well. And this is, it's not like I don't know this. It's not like I didn't know, that other research skill was, a different attribute. I knew that. Yeah, you relearn something new every day in Eve. It's pretty funny. Yeah, and look at it this way. My brain goes, okay, I'm going to be giving a lot of money to UedamaScout. And I'm like, why would I want to handicap my next month's, like I'll be bootstrapping my next month's subscription for 3 accounts? And I'm thinking, well, why don't I just give them 6 months so I can actually, do something good with my guys? But I'm thinking, I get a better deal on the bundle. I can do it now. It'll be done with. I won't have to worry about it for freaking a long time. It's for my convenience, and this is just, I have not paid for the game for quite some freaking time. The last time I did it was, I think, a couple of deals, bundles for the 3-month 50% off for MCT and subscription. I think they axed that. I think they just got rid of it. It was just too good of a deal. Way too good of a deal. But yeah, I'm like thinking, all right, well, that's worth it. That's totally worth it compared to, I would really much rather bootstrap myself next month in order to get convenience for an even longer time now. But yeah, holy crap, 150 US dollars. But remember, that's for a year, effectively. I think. I suck at math. Give me a second. Yeah, 150 something. Right? US. What is that in Canadian dollars? What is it? EX? Nah, porn came out. Or is it XE? I think it's XE. There we go. 150, right? US to. Oh, it's the euro first for you guys. 137 euros. British pound. Yeah, sorry guys. 117 pounds. Canadian dollar. 200 bucks. Yeah. But it's virtual and I haven't spent any money, so it's not like the wife's gonna kill me for giving this to somebody else. Here you go. What are you doing? You can just have it. Oh, she doesn't. She might. She knows a lot about lowsec and highsec now, but not much else. Damn it. She's not my mining slave. I know. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like I could just I have alts in both Vicamia and Amazon. I could easily, like, look at all my friggin' alphas I made. Omega. I just use a backup laptop and pop open Udama and clear the way for my guy and check all the gates I wanted, and made sure it was, sometimes the cameras aren't live on UedamaScout sometimes, and you're not getting updated. So why am I not doing that? I don't know. It's just fun supporting somebody else in the community who's doing something selfless. Kind of neat. But yeah, trying to explain to the wife that 200 Canadian dollars is totally worth it for some complete stranger I've never met. Doing something I could easily do myself for free. Whenever I wanted. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying. All right, everybody's happy. It's a shame that Skilling Spree is not in the game anymore. I had devoted quite a bit of training time to getting Skilling Spree ships set up for all my alts, all my characters, all my tunes, should I say. So, research project management, research project management, research project management. Hey, everybody's training the right skill. Thank you very much. Research project management. Perfect. All right. Let's do that final bit. No. I could say even the best of us almost fall victim to that, but I'm definitely not the best of us. Depends on your definition of best. But yeah, I am totally a fan of good enough is the enemy of perfection. Got a coworker a while ago, like 3 months ago when I first started working, and I didn't know how horribly bad he was at his job. But he was totally into the whole philosophy of good enough. Perfect is the enemy of good enough, and he was totally perfect all the time, but he was just as unskilled as the other people who'd worked as long as he had in the career, in the field, and he thought he was perfect, and his ego is perfect, and it's definitely never good enough. But our ego, oh yeah, you're inferior beings, so yeah. Okay, 24. Let's do this. Yes, it always interests me that I can sell from an NPC to Upwell by order, but I can't. You can't do the reverse. You're stuck. So, again, I'm sure you've heard this from me many times, but be careful. So, let's do this. Okay. All right, 19 billion. All right. I wonder if... Okay. So 36, 32, 15 billion. I need 400 more. Huh? Huh? Okay, we'll I might get 5 in a few seconds, who knows. And while we're waiting for that weirdness to complete, It's actually it might have been bought out. No, should be freaking fine. What do we got here? Ugh. Really? Typically really, really cheap. This is, looks like somebody's gaming the market. That's too bad. Angel, nope. Punked the market. It'll drop at some, but it's just so much volume. They'll eventually tire of trying to punk it. So 400, 4,000, 1,000. Meh, not worth. Wait a bit. The price will go down. It's always an influx, a faucet, a torrent of this stuff. So it'll eventually go down. Let's see the price history. Like the Nova ones. What's its market? Probably the same graph style too, I'll bet. Yeah, see the volume? Yeah. All right. But not so much volume there. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Domination, and this should be, yeah. I mean, I'm used to it really low. So this is definitely somebody punking it. All right, never mind. I checked. That's all I need to do. Hey, you just have to be patient in this game. So 1.7 billion left. Nice. Okay, whatever. Buy 5 more. Hello. Okay. Put into Plex Vault. Oh yeah, I already had like. I already had like. Okay, I should have realized that. But whatever. Oh, by Plex. No. Oh, not there. By Omega. I should have clicked. Ooh, tempting. Nope, nope. Nope, it's just blue on low graphics. 6 months, 12 months. There we go. No, I don't want to gift that now. That would be silly. I just want to give him the Plex. Who is it? What's the name? Right. Contract. To whom it may concern.